Yo everybody, we are back here again today for another exciting video here in Hogwarts yet again. So let's just do here a little update on exactly what we have going on in game right now. So we've currently got an assignment from Professor Sharp, which I went ahead and completed off camera. He just wanted us to find, either make or buy 3 different kinds of potions and then use them. So I just went to Hogsmeade and I bought the 3 potions and used them. So now we have a quest to attend potions class during the day, and when we do that we're going to learn Depulso, which I think will be a pretty handy spell for us to learn. So let's jump into potions class right now. Here we are, staying after class again as usual.
How are your assignments coming along?
Can I just talk to him here? Yeah, okay, good.
I completed your assignments, Professor.
Good. You should be ready to learn Depulso. Let's see what you can do.
Should be ready. Born ready, brother. Come on.
Concentrate. Do not let your mind wander.
Easy as that. As easy as that. Good stuff. Alright.
You've got it now. If you'd like to practice, and I think you should, perhaps best not.
Alrighty, so we've got Depulso here. Let's exchange it for Expelliarmus for now.
Well done. I'm glad to see that you seem staunchly determined to master your spellcasting.
That seems like a pretty powerful spell. Banishing Charm Depulso is a force spell that pushes enemies and objects away from the caster. So that's another new spell here in our repertoire. So that's actually quite exciting. And what else do we have here? We have a flying class to attend. So chock full of classes here to start off this episode, but that's always good. Get them out of the way early. We can go to the fun stuff after that. Alrighty, so we're just gonna run our way over here to what I will assume will be the side or front lawn of the building. Yeah, going right outside, right out the main doors, or I don't even know if these would technically be considered the main doors, but you step out into Hogwarts and man, it's lively out here. Alright. So there are our brooms here.
Who do you think will fall from their broom first?
And it's time to get flying. I'm excited to see how the broom physics kind of work, because
Mr. Clopton,
I feel like it could be hit or miss.
Please.
Sorry, Madam Kagawa.
Everyone, please welcome a new student to our flying class.
Hello.
The goal of today is to remind all of you how to maneuver on a broomstick safely, as broom flight is, first and foremost, a means of transportation. This, I fear, some of you have forgotten. Diving, rolling, and loop-the-loops will not be taught or in fact tolerated in this class. We'll leave that to professional Quidditch players, like the Toyohashi Tengu. Not a fan, I take it? Now, let's see how well everyone kept up with their practice over the summer holidays. For those who need a refresher, step up to your broom, say up firmly and clearly, then kick your leg over and rest your weight on the seat.
I've got the most out-of-pocket outfit on right now. All these kids are just in their robes, and here we are,
Now,
looking like a unicorn or something.
turn.
Up, you stupid ratty school broom!
Up.
Just like that. We make it look easy.
One leg over, so there's a leg on each side. None of that side saddle nonsense. A gust of wind will throw you right off.
Alright.
And if you hear my whistle while you're in flight, ground yourself at once.
Fair enough. Let's do this thing.
Good. Now, for your first lesson, fly through each ring in the courtyard. Do take care.
I think I'm getting the
brooms
hang of
are
this.
School property. I want them returned in one piece.
Easy. Heck yeah.
Well done. Now that you're acclimatized to your broom, let's see how well you manage with a more advanced exercise, shall we?
Don't gotta ask me twice. What do we got going on now?
This next set of rings
Hold R2
will
for
take you
flight
around the
speed.
grounds for more of a challenge.
What a view!
Wow, this is nice.
Hello. Nice day for a flight.
Made it! Oh, did anyone else see that?
Wow. We're just going around the whole grounds of Hogwarts here.
The old boathouse. Wish you could have experienced crossing the lake as a first year.
I'm honestly okay. I'm okay with having missed crossing through the lake with the sirens and the god knows what else that lives under there. I'm good. Thanks, though. It's much more pretty from up here.
Whoa.
Up here with my broom. Oh, nah, fam. Exactly what I just said. I was good missing on that boat trip, I'll be honest. Wow, this is beautiful, though.
Haha! Brilliant!
Oh, well done. Have a moment?
I mean, I feel like that was pretty slick, I won't lie to you.
I say, I watched you fly through those rings. You seem to handle yourself on that dusty school broom well enough. I'd imagine you're ready for something a bit more challenging. But I'm getting ahead of myself. We haven't properly met. I'm Everett Clopton. Am I right in suspecting that a Slytherin like you might be interested in making an escape from class?
Ah, man. Ah,
Can't
you gotta
say no
live
to
a little
that.
bit. You gotta
What
live
did you
a
have in
little.
mind?
Let's
a
do
bit
it.
of a detour, so to speak. Follow me. The tour is about to begin.
Alright, brother.
Follow closely now. Right now, we're flying over the Transfiguration Courtyard. Let's hope the headmaster isn't having tea by the window today.
Oh yeah, great. That's exactly what I need. Headmaster Black to see me flying by his window on a broom unsanctioned. He already hates me enough. Well, I don't even know if he has a dislike for us. He just has a real hate on for Professor Fig, so I guess we're
For my taste.
guilty by association on that one.
How is Everett flying so quickly?
Here's something handy to know. Lean forward for a burst of speed. Helpful if you need to escape a tricky situation.
Oh, we got a nice.
Now
Ooh, we got like a
that's more like it.
boost.
You sure you're not part hippogriff?
That's handy. Okay.
There's
Good to
the
know.
famous bridge. Think of all the magic holding it up. I mean, look at it.
Looks like even the
And
magic
the
is
gallery.
barely holding it up.
That's a bit of solid architecture, isn't it?
Flying tips and a jaunt around Hogwarts. This is quite the tour, Everett.
I can't get over how much our character sounds like Daniel Radcliffe. Every time I hear my character's voice, I'm like, bro.
That's Kagawa's whistle. This concludes our tour.
Oh, we're gonna be in so much trouble. I'm gonna lose my house points, aren't I? I'm so sorry. I didn't mean it.
Already dismissed class. Better hurry and hand in our brooms.
Oh, we're in such big
Dismount
trouble.
here.
And where have you two been?
Yeah, I don't want to talk about it.
Oh, hello, Professor. We were trying to get a bit of extra practice in.
Hefty points will be taken from each of you for not following my instructions. Mr. Clopton, I'm disappointed in you. You're in this class because you're still not showing yourself, or frankly, your broom the proper respect.
But, Professor...
Enough. Class is finished for the day. As for you, you do well to use better judgment in the future. Chin up. That was some rather good flying.
Okay. She went a little easier on us. I mean, it sounds like we're still going to lose some house points, but
Sorry about that business with
What can we do?
Kagawa, but you have to admit, those views were worth it.
It was worth losing a few house points for that detour.
You seem at home on a broom. Bet if you had a fancy model, you could fly laps around Imelda. She's Kagawa's favorite. I could show her a thing or two if I had my own broom. Hate having to return the school broom after class.
Perhaps I have to purchase a broom then.
If you can, you should. Wish I could. I recommend visiting Albie Weeks at Spintwitches in Hogsmeade. He's always looking to test new models.
sounds good.
I'll keep an eye out for you in the sky.
Sounds like we know where we're going next. That's yet another set of main quests completed. We completed a challenge there for completing some main quests. You guys can't see it up in the top left there because of my friggin' camera, but we are currently sitting at level 21, which I feel like is probably way ahead of where we're supposed to be at this level of the story.
I've not forgotten about our library
Oh.
venture. How did you fare? If you're keen for some illicit spell practice, meet me outside the Defense Against the Dark Arts classroom. I know a discreet place near there.
Okay.
Good day to you. I require assistance with a delivery and thought you might be interested. Please visit me at J. Pippin's Potions if you'd like to earn a few coins.
Fair enough.
Please meet me in the 7th floor corridor as soon as you can. I have an idea for somewhere you can focus on your studies, away from prying eyes and distractions.
Speaking of prying eyes. Yoink. Oh, I know where we are. Okay. So it looks like we got a couple options here for some quests. We still have the Summoner's Court side quest to complete, but I'm really not all that worried about that. Oh, we've got like a couple situations going on. Well, we'll focus on the main quest first. Let's go meet Sebastian in the Undercroft first, because, you know, why not? Seems like he's asking us to learn some of the, like, forbidden curses, by the sounds of it. If it's something involving the dark arts that we're not allowed to do in the classroom. I'm thinking maybe we're learning something we shouldn't be learning here. And just because we learn it doesn't mean we're going to use it. As I said, I'm going for the well-behaved light side, if you will, wizard. Alright, let's wait here.
Complete the tasks I've given you, and then meet me in my classroom to learn Defindo, the
Oh my
severing
goodness.
charm. It's typically used to cut a knot.
Sebastian, it's been a while.
It has. Glad you received my owl. I have something to show you.
First, let me thank you for what you did in the library.
Of course. Scribner tried to give me detention, but I have ways out of these things.
He's
Well,
sneaky.
you took the fall for me, and that counts for something.
Did you find what you were looking for?
Oh,
I
yeah.
did, but something was missing. I'm not sure here is the best place to discuss it.
Understood.
I agree
We
with
can
that.
talk more in a moment, in the Undercroft. Not even the professors know about this place. This way.
I've heard about another Slytherin-known little location that no
secret
professors knew
passage
enough
just
about.
here.
It's well disguised.
Ah. In here? Yeah, okay, sure. That's not sketchy at all.
How did you find this place?
My friend, Ominous Gaunt.
Revelio.
He named it the Undercroft. We used to play gobstones here all the time. With my sister,
Yoink.
Anne. She
Yoink.
loved that infernal game.
Yoink.
What I wouldn't give to lose to her again. I should tell you, I swore to Ominous I would safeguard this place. So please, keep this between us. He never confides in anyone. But he's trusted me since the day we met.
No
I wouldn't
worries.
want to jeopardize that.
Your secret's safe
We
with me.
used to sneak in here almost daily. We've never been caught.
I know Ominous. Met him in our common room. I've noticed he uses his wand to navigate the castle.
He does. No idea how, though. Ominous was born blind, and no spell could reverse it.
That's
his
crazy.
wand seems almost sentient. Not surprising, I suppose. Ollivander always says, the wand chooses the wizard.
Is that how he found this place?
No, someone in his family knew about it. The Gaunts are
I mean, they're
full of
OG, he
secrets.
said.
I've never heard anyone else speak of it, and I've certainly never seen anyone else here. Again, mention this to no one, especially Ominous. He has no love lost for his family or their secrets, but this place is special to him.
Of course. Ominous spoke to me about his family when we first met. To say that he has no love lost for them is an understatement.
Glad you understand. Anyway, the Undercroft has been a perfect place to sneak off to, away from prying eyes, and even practice otherwise forbidden spells.
I don't
Really?
know. I don't know
Like
about the
what?
forbidden
Like
spells
the
thing, my
blasting
guy.
curse. Professors say it's not an appropriate spell to teach students.
Eh.
A proper magical education ought to include all magic.
My thoughts exactly.
I don't necessarily
A
agree with
spell
that,
like
but
Confringo is only truly dangerous in untrained hands. Such spells should be properly taught, not banned. To be fair, I'm admittedly partial to more fiery forms of magic, but you should learn it. I can teach it to you safely here.
okay, so it's not Crucio or
It
Avada
may take a
Kedavra.
while to get the feel for it. Mimic my wand movement. The incantation is Confringo.
Very well.
Here we go. This is a long one. Holy. Confringo.
You're
Now
getting
we,
it.
Now we get a chance to test that out, I would assume. Let's go up here. We'll put it where Incendio is for now.
Actually try it out. Stick to the targets, though. Best to keep the Undercroft intact. Have a go at those candelabras. Confringo! Nice work. How's it feel?
Ooh, this is
That's it.
the distance we've been
I
wanting.
think I've got it.
Well done.
Yeah, that's the distance fire spell we've been looking for.
I have to say, I enjoyed that.
The first time Ominous and I practiced Confringo, we singed our eyebrows.
I would have paid to see that.
I swore we'd never live it down. To this day, there's something about that spell that's addictive.
Yeah.
The blast does heat things up. I see how you lost your eyebrows.
You'll get used to it. And Ominous and I used to practice down here for hours. The Undercroft was our retreat. Haven't been here in some time.
That's sad.
It's not the same without Anne.
I'm sorry about your sister. If there's anything I can do...
Perhaps when I next head to Feldcroft, you could come along. Meet Anne. She could use some cheering up.
We can do that.
Just let me know when and I'll meet you.
Oh, she misses Hogwarts. She's been stuck at home with our guardian, Uncle Solomon. Unfortunately, you'll have to meet him too. Well,
Seems
meeting
like
a
every
new student
Slytherin
will be
has some either
precisely what
crazy
she
or
needs.
sad
I
life
shall look
story,
forward
bro.
to it.
Cheers. By the way, what was it you couldn't discuss out in the hall earlier?
I'm not sure where to start.
You said something was missing from what you found in the library. I assume it's to do with what you told me about the port key and Gringotts.
He's prying a lot,
Nothing
but
gets past you. And yes, it is. As I'm sure you suspect, there is a bit more to all of this.
I'm listening.
still, he has never once given me reason not to trust him. He had our back in the restricted section.
You must promise to keep this between us.
I'll tell
I
him the
trusted
truth.
you with knowledge of the secret Undercroft. You can trust me.
All right. I can see traces of ancient magic.
Ancient magic? I don't know what I was expecting to say, but it wasn't that. What does that
Yeah,
even mean?
I don't think even
Honestly,
we know
I'm
what
not
that
entirely
means.
certain.
Yeah.
All I know is that I can see whispers of an old magic that hardly anyone else can. Fig and I think that Ranrock has somehow found a way to harness that magic's power.
Are you telling me that goblins may be wielding some sort of wizard magic?
That's what we're trying to find out.
And this ability of yours, does it allow you to wield this magic too?
I don't know.
Well, when you do know, tell me. I've been studying archaic forms of magic for ages, Perhaps we can help each other.
He's a good friend to
In
have
the
around. He
meantime,
really is.
with both
He's
Rookwood
done nothing but
and
help us out,
Ranrock
let's
after
be
you,
honest.
I suspect a bit more time practicing the blasting curses in order. Spend as much time here as you'd like. And remember, keep this place between us.
Yeah, brother, I won't lie. This place gives
When
me
I
the
head to
heebie-jeebies.
Feldcroft, I'll send you an owl.
Yeah, 100%. We'll go see. We'll go visit Anne together, cheer her up a little bit. But for now, I'm getting the heck out of this creepy, forbidden, forgotten room. Ugh. Let's go before someone finds us.
Hello, Sebastian. Wait. You there? I can hear you.
Oh, hello, Ominous. I was just heading to our common room.
I've recognized that voice. You're the new fifth
Oh, he's
year.
gonna be
Did
mad.
you just come from the Undercroft? How did you get in there?
It's not gonna do us any good to lie. Nah.
That room's called the Undercroft. Ah, well, I was exploring.
He's not
and then
gonna
suddenly
buy
found
that
myself
for
in
a
strange
minute.
Passageway.
Don't lie to me. No one stumbles upon that room. Sebastian told you, didn't he?
I wanted to have his back
You
like he had
breathe
mine.
A
But...
word about this place to anyone, not even your precious Professor Fig
Oh,
will be
now
able to
watch
help
out.
you.
Do
My
not
father
threaten
is
me.
friends with the headmaster. I am not afraid to
Ah,
exploit that connection
No,
if
no,
I
no.
need to.
You needn't threaten me. I'm not going to say anything about your Undercroft. And Sebastian is a good friend. You shouldn't immediately assume the worst of him.
I don't need you to tell me about my oldest friend.
Oh,
Thank
Ominous.
You, very
You and I are
much.
not gonna be friends.
Ominous, I just meant...
I know what you meant. Sebastian gets himself in enough trouble. He doesn't need your help. Sebastian is going to get an earful about
Oh, yes,
this.
just like I did. Get out of here, buddy. I'm not dealing with you no more. Come on. He's coming at me sideways like that. I don't appreciate. Alright. Let's go the wrong way. Let's go up to meet with Professor Weasley here. Get another main quest out of the way. Let's see what we got going on here. How far up are we going? Ooh, we're going not much farther, actually. Only about 45 meters away. Could be worse. I swear I'm bound to get motion sick going up all these stairs like that. Good heavens. Alright. We're going all the way up. Where do you have us going, Professor Weasley?
Professor Weasley?
Somewhere away from prying eyes.
Okay, so up in the middle of nowhere. No way.
Forgive me, the headmaster stopped me and I... Merlin's beard. I see you've wasted no time. Well done. Shall we?
After you, Professor.
I think I know where we are. I believe that right there is the room of requirement.
What is this place?
This is the Room of Requirement.
Nice.
It only appears when one is in real need of it. Ordinarily, a student might stumble upon this room entirely by accident.
Revelio.
If ever. I'd only planned to suggest to you how to find it by walking past that bit of wall, focusing on what you need.
Ah, but
But you've
it already
managed to
knows.
reveal the room on your own. While I'm here, we should take advantage of the moment. Now, where is Deke? He must have sneaked past and gone ahead.
Deke, Professor.
The house elf I was speaking to in my classroom your first day. Thought he might help you use the room once you found it.
Okay.
There's no chance I'm clambering over this mess.
Depulso?
This presents the perfect opportunity to teach you Evanesco.
Holy,
the
we're
vanishing
learning
spell.
spells up the yin
You
yang
can
today.
cast Evanesco to vanish certain objects, such as these chairs and other things here in the room. I suggest you practice the wand movements first, then you can clear the chairs away.
We're getting so many spells now, we're definitely going to have to make sure that we get that extra spell set in the skill tree, because it's going to get real tedious switching back and forth from all these spells. I think we already almost have enough to make a whole new spell set, which is crazy.
Splendid. Now, cast Evanesco on those chairs.
Alrighty, we're looking for Evanesco. Let's put it in this one. Get rid of Accio, because we have Accio in this one still. I feel like that's a good spell set. Accio, Depulso, Confringo, and Leviosa. Or Levioso. What is it? Who knows?
Excellent work. You'll note that you are now in possession of Moonstone. We shall discuss its uses later.
Revelio.
Let's move on.
Fair enough, Professor. Fair enough. Don't gotta
Where
worry about
in
me.
Merlin's name is that elf?
Hey, I waited for you here for ages. Perhaps you were assigned a few more inches of parchment than you had expected.
Goodness.
Let me know if you want to try to meet
My old
again.
school
Sincerely, T.
I wondered where that had got to. I can't believe it's still here. I'll just take a quick look at this. Give you an opportunity to explore on your own until we locate Deke.
Dear,
Yes, Professor.
can't you keep it down? Some of us are trying to rest.
Alright, Evanesco this.
Revelio.
Okay. And I think we can...
Depulso. Levioso.
Maybe an
Accio.
Accio scenario. Oh, crap. That was actually genius. I didn't do that on purpose, but it worked out pretty well. A chest up here. A classical school robe.
Revelio.
Not really going to be of too much use to us. Sip a spot of tea here. Now we can Evanesco
Hope
this
this isn't
away.
as precarious as it looks.
Nah.
An intruder! Stop them!
Listen, don't come at me like that.
That's not helpful, you worthless pile of tin.
I'm also not an intruder, by the way. I'm just a cool cat. Okay. Bit offended the room thought it needed a bath. Cheeky thing. Funny how people have just left notes here throughout the years. Ooh, okay.
How does anyone other than a house elf manage to get around in here?
That's actually a good question. Well, on the bright side, we're getting a lot of moonstone.
What was that? Was that a
Wait.
golden snitch?
That's cool. Okay.
Perhaps you should summon your wits and find out.
Okay, Accio that. Go down in here.
Revelio.
What am I looking at? What am I looking at?
Accio.
Can I grab this? Bring it through? Okay, what if I...
Leviosa.
Oh, come on, that would have been genius. Wait, what if I... Oh, I wanted that to be the vibe so bad.
Accio.
Oh, that was cheeky. I feel like that wasn't exactly how that was meant to go, but maybe it was.
I hope that house elf can find us in here.
Is that a flue flame? Oh. Alright, I'm only a little creeped out. Hogwarts is freaky, man. There's years and years of magic to make this room. Oh, there I am. That must be Deke.
Yikes,
Whoa, brother.
Careful.
Huh? Oh, there you are.
Wait right there. Deke will come to you. Hello.
Ah, Deke, we've been looking for you.
Apologies, Professor Weasley. Deke was looking through some of what's appeared in the room since Deke was last here. Is this the student?
Indeed it is.
Deke is honored to meet you.
Deke has been a friend since I was a second year.
Wow.
We discovered this room together. I mentioned you to Deke. We believe that you might be able to benefit from this room like I did. Deke, would you be so kind?
Of course, Professor Weasley. The Room of Requirement will always be equipped for the Seeker's needs. It's unplottable, so won't appear on any map. Most happen upon it by accident, if ever. Deep-seen students in need of an extra file for potions stumble upon the room filled with them. You seem to have accessed it in its form as the Room of Hidden Things.
I was thinking about needing a place away from prying eyes. Brilliant.
Oh, that explains it then.
What I need specifically is a place where I can catch up on my schoolwork without distraction.
Well then, the room can provide you with precisely that. Now, it's time to focus on what you need. Just close your eyes. Imagine the room precisely as you need it. The room will do the rest.
Let's give it a shot. Wow.
You've given yourself quite a canvas to work with.
Wow.
I look forward to seeing what you do with the space. Ah,
Revelio.
And it seems the room has provided you with a desk of description. Excellent. It can identify unfamiliar items of clothing. One should always understand the effects of anything in which one is clothed.
Fair enough. You've unlocked the desk of description. Use it to reveal the magical properties of any identified gear that you've collected. I don't think I've gotten any identified gear. I was
Nothing
going
to
to say.
identify. For now, at least.
You'll find plenty of items of clothing that need to be identified. The desk will be an invaluable resource.
Okay. What else do you got from
I imagine
Professor
the desk
Weasley?
of description will come in handy.
It will. I hope you'll take advantage of it.
Of course.
Now, I'll give you a brief lesson in conjuring. The room might not provide everything you need on its own.
Conjuring?
Fair enough.
Yes, the magic of creating or conjuring objects. I'll teach you.
Conjuring spell. Got a little loop-de-loop scenario going here. Just like that. We now know how to use
Very
a
good.
conjuring spell.
When conjuring more complex objects, you'll need what's called a spellcraft. Spellcrafts are like recipes. They list the ingredients or resources needed to conjure a particular object.
Fair enough.
You should have acquired some for a potion station and potting table from tomes and scrolls
That
in
we
Hogsmeade.
did.
I did. Where can I find the resources I need?
While resources such as moonstone can be obtained throughout the Highlands, it's much safer and easier to purchase them. They can also be collected by vanishing objects in the room, such as the chairs you vanished earlier. In fact, you should have enough resources for now.
I see.
Perfect.
Can I regain resources by vanishing something I've already conjured?
You can indeed. Quite perceptive. Why don't you give it a try? Go ahead and conjure the potion station and potting table.
We can do that.
You should find both familiar, since they'll resemble the ones you've already used to study magical plants and brew potions in class.
Alright. So, we now have the conjuring spell, which, yet again, let's, We'll get rid of Reparo for now. Oh, every time. Every time. Keep those. Alrighty, so let's get to conjuring. So we have potions. So we got some different styles. We'll just go with the regular scientific potting station, and let's stick it right here in this corner up against the wall. Only takes 2 moonstone to make one, which honestly almost has me thinking, but maybe I'll make 2 at some point, but for now we'll just stick with 1. So we get some potting stations as well. We'll go with the scientific all the way around, I think, just for now. We'll put it over here in this corner beside
You
it.
can use these whenever you need to brew potions or grow plants. Presuming, of course, you've collected any seeds or potion ingredients
Desco description.
you need in Hogsmeade or outside the castle grounds.
Got some interesting, like, conjuration. Like, we got some rugs, so really a lot of customization by the looks of it, and there's still quite a lot of stuff that we have yet to unlock. Let's, can I put him here? Not inside playable space. Oh, come on, I want to find somewhere cool to put my knight. Beautiful. Just to spice things up in here a little bit, you know. Got some... Aw, see, these are cool. Not gonna spend a crazy amount of time on this, but... Right above our... It's a phoenix. Let's put it right above our potions table. Beautiful. Nothing like wasting moonstone
Deke
for
will
fun.
be here to answer any questions you may have. Do not underestimate his insights.
Very well.
I will be sure to speak with Deke if I need anything. Thank you.
Good luck. I shall linger a bit longer in case you'd like to learn another transfiguration spell for use in the room.
I mean,
Deke hasn't seen this many plants here before.
Alrighty, let's check our quest log here to see what we've got. We've got interior decorating. Professor Weasley would like to meet me in the room of requirement. So we have no main quests right now. Acquire and use an invisibility potion and use a thunder brew potion against enemies, and that'll teach us Defendo. So we're right here in front of Professor Weasley, so why not chat with her?
I'm ready for the next lesson, Professor.
Very well. First, you'll need to gather some moonstone.
I've got a bajillion.
You can acquire it by vanishing items here in the room of requirement, or you can gather it carefully outside of the Hogwarts
Pretty sure I've got like
Return
65
to me
moonstone
once
or
you've
more.
gathered enough, and we shall begin the lesson.
How many does the guy need?
Come and see me as soon as you can.
Uh-oh.
I've returned from a rather unproductive trip to the Ministry, hoping your time has...
I have the moonstone you
Alright,
requested,
so
Professor.
Professor Fig is also requesting us
Then we
here.
may begin your lesson. You can conjure more than potions and herbology
Oh, I know.
tables. Conjuration can be used to decorate this space to your liking.
I think we're ahead of the
Why
game,
don't
folks.
you try it on the walls and floor?
Oh, like changing the paint? Conjure wall decorations, conjure floor decorations.
Deke thinks you should be proud of all the potions you've brewed.
Well, that's a little boring, but we'll take it. Oh, she's giving us more stuff. 10 out of 10. Okay, what do we got? I'm team painting. Dapper Wizard, House Elves and Mistress, Gazing Witch, Gazing Wizard, Niffler and Witch. Let's just throw some of these up. Illustration of a cottage, we'll throw that here on this wall. As you can tell, I'm not really going for anything super fancy-dancy here. So how many? So that we need one more wall decoration. What do we have that can hang? A nice long mirror, an oval mirror. Let's get the Quidditch board going. Can we put it right? No, we can't put it up there. Could get rid of some of these mirrors on the wall, but we'll stick it right above. It's a good thing we're not getting graded on interior decorating here at Hogwarts, because we'd be be getting done dirty out here. I don't know what I'm doing. Put a rug right at the entrance, because that doesn't look terrible at all. We don't have any statues, so it'd be kind of fire to have. I'll be honest, I don't even know what we've got going on here. We'll add some, you know, some little lights up here in the entrance area, just so that we got a little bit of something going on there. And then throw
Good work.
the
Shall we
globe
move
there.
on?
Oh, there's more? Oh my
I've
god.
conjured everything I can.
This Professor
What's
Weasley
next,
or just
Professor?
Oprah, bro?
I
Oh wait,
think
there's
you're
more.
ready to take on alteration.
Yep, me
the
too.
altering spell
I'm ready.
will allow you to customize any conjured item. You can change the colors, patterns, and styles of your furniture to suit your taste.
Okay.
Let's get started, shall we? Watch closely as I demonstrate how to perform the altering spell.
Okay. So we're learning the altering spell now. I'm gonna have to put a spell counter on this video to see how many spells we've learned, but we've got to be at what, at least 4 spells. My god, my nose is itchy. Gotta be at least 4 spells so far. Just in this like 40-minute episode alone.
And perform the altering spell to customize.
Okay, so we pull out the altering spell. We'll just get rid of. Oh, we can really change like everything. Can I change my floors? Okay, I can change the color. Or can I? Oh, okay. Green, pink, purple, red, white, yellow. I feel like the black is clean. Alter the style of any item, change the color of an item. Ooh, the dragon globe is kind of fire. Okay, so we switch the dragon globe. Can I change its color as well? Well, that really doesn't change a whole lot, does it? Just the size of an item. Oh, you can make it huge. Yep, that's exactly what this room needs. A humongous dragon globe. Can I spin it?
You can use the altering spell directly on the room's architecture. Try these new designs on the floor or balcony. Try aiming at the floor or at that balcony.
Alter the balcony or the floor of the room. Alter. Oh, we have different. Botanical, eclectic, gothic. Ooh, that looks really good with the black flooring. Kind of dark in here now, but...
Your space might benefit from a bit of ambiance, don't you think? Deke, would you mind?
Of course, Professor Weasley. Professor Weasley showed Deke this bit of magic some years ago.
Okay.
Deke thinks you'll enjoy it.
Professor
Sounds good.
Weasley said I should ask you about changing the room's ambience.
Of course. What sort of overall look most appeals to you?
A cool moonlit, I'd like something natural and earthy. I focus best in a room that's dark and mysterious.
I would like the room to feel as if it's being lit by the moon.
Oh, sounds perfect.
Whoa. Oh, now we're talking. With the gothic floor, that looks really good, actually. I don't know. We may have unknowingly been cooking on that one.
Of course, you needn't keep this style if you don't like it. You can always ask Deke to change it back.
Nah,
now
it's mint.
You have learned
10 out
a
of 10.
good bit about alteration.
Thank you, Professor. The room is full of possibilities.
Indeed. No matter how much time I spend here, the room always manages to surprise me.
Now what? My gosh. whole other room that we've just unlocked now? Holy. Wow.
An even bigger
Let's go.
space.
How did that happen?
The room equips itself to your needs. It must have sensed that you needed more space to practice spellcasting. If you'd like to customize the space further, you can use these spellcrafts. You'll find more of them both inside and outside the school.
Thank you, Professor.
We've been lucky enough to already find a couple as we've
Good.
been exploring.
I'll leave you to it. This is your space now. Use it wisely.
So I guess we've kind of been unknowingly passed, the room of requirement has been kind of passed down to us here now. So let's take a quick peek at our new space. Oh yeah. For sure, 10 out of 10. Okay, so this is our room of requirement, which is essentially going to be, you know, kind of our quiet space to be able to kind of go and do whatever we want here. So let's head on to the next mission. Alright guys, we are back, and as you can see, put in a little bit of work here off camera. I didn't really want you guys to have to come through and see all of these side quests that we did, but I will give you guys a quick little recap here. Not going to waste too much time. So I don't know if these were both here before I cut the camera, to be honest. I know Professor Sharp's assignment was, but I don't know about Professor Garlick's. But either way, Professor Sharp was more of the same old stuff. Used 2 different potions, and Professor Garlick I had to use a Mandrake and a Venomous Tentacula in combat. So I just went ahead and did all those in one fight. So when we get back to school, we'll go ahead and learn those 2 new spells as well. There were a couple other side quests here on the map. We had 2 quests here in Hogsmeade, one to deliver some potions for J. Pippin, and as well there was a side quest here in the 3 broomsticks. So we completed that. Back over at Hogwarts, looks like we have these 2 side quests here. As you guys might remember from past episodes, there was a Summoner's Charm quest out here, so I went ahead and completed that too. Nothing too important story-wise, and honestly, they weren't the most exciting side missions. They really just kind of fetch quests, so I just did those off camera. But I figured I would save this side quest for on camera. We're going to be purchasing our first broom, and let me tell you, in hindsight, I should have done this on camera first, and then done the other side quests after I had my broom, because man, they had us running all around.
Ah, new face, wonderful.
So we got Albie Weeks. Is there anything of use in here for myself? That's very useful. That was one of the final pages that I couldn't get my hands on until this mission. So
Mr. Weeks,
worked out good for us.
Albie Weeks at your service. Welcome to Spintwitches. Apologies if you came by before and weren't able to come in. Shop's been closed since trade routes were disrupted. Had to travel as far as London to meet with my supplier. And I've only just returned, thankfully with inventory. I presume you're in the market for a new broom?
I am indeed.
Got a few rare U-weavers available. Ember Dash, Silver Arrows. Wind Wisps too. No matter what broom you choose, you'll be pleased. They're all exceptional, both in quality and performance.
Alrighty, let's have a look at what brooms he's got for us here.
Brooms. I'll have a look around. Thank you.
I don't know how much these are going to cost. I mean, we have a fair amount of money. Only like 600. So we got the U-Weaver, the Wind Wisp, the Dark Lightning, the Ember Dash, Hogwarts House Broom, and Moon Trimmer. Perfect broom for those with a fiery temperament. A sleek, superior broom designed to celebrate those who dare to dabble in the dark arts. So it's the most expensive broom. Obviously, it also seems to be the cleanest looking broom.
That item is of the highest quality.
We're not really dabbling in the dark arts, so I'm not too... The U-Weaver is kind of nice. Ooh, the Wind Wisp.
That item is of the highest quality.
You know what? Let's go with the Ember Dash, just because I kind of like the fiery embers at the end there. So we'll go
You'll
for
be
that.
thrilled with that broom, I promise you.
Sell any non-gold equipment that we have to kind of recoup our losses there. We still have a little bit over 8,000 gold.
Whilst nearly any broom will certainly be a step up from the practice brooms in Kagawa's class, they all have their limitations. You seem to be a flyer who might be interested in, say, some enhancements?
You're right, I am.
Ha! Knew I was right about you. I think you'll be quite happy with the performance of any broom at lower altitudes. But you may notice that speed consistency tends to falter as you rise.
Okay.
I believe I can remedy this issue. I have some ideas for enchantments, upgrades, if you will, that will improve the performance of any broom you fly. What I need is someone to conduct a broom flight and report back to me so I can perfect the upgrades.
Okay.
As it happens, another Hogwarts student, Imelda Reyes, is using abandoned broom courses for time trials. Clever girl. An ideal situation for collecting flight statistics.
Okay.
If you were to compete for the best time and succeed, then report back to me with how your broom behaved, I could complete work on my first upgrade.
Broom
What's that?
upgrades, for sure. Worth a try.
That sounds intriguing. I'll see what I can do.
Thank you. It'll be worth your while. If I'm right, the new upgrade ought to enhance brooms in every regard. And I can give you a special price.
Sounds good to me.
The time trial should be a bit of fun too. Go to the Quidditch pitch and Imelda Reyes will sort you out.
Imelda, I
Once you
believe
beat
she is a
Imelda's time,
fellow
be sure to let me know.
Hogwarts student. Alrighty, so we're done here with Albie. Hogsmeade and other areas prohibit flying. Look for the no flying icon, which we can see by our
Can't
map
help
there.
but admire Mr. Weeks' enthusiasm.
So let's get out of Hogwarts so we can get in the air here. And I mean, he's given us a time trial to complete. We might as well complete it here. You've entered an area that allows flight. Press L1, then tap circle. Oh, easy as that. Okay, now I gotta remember all my... Alright, so it's the left trigger that gives us our little speed boost. So we're going to be getting upgrades to this broom as we go along as well. I assume most of Hogwarts is going to be a no flying zone, so I'm not going to go too close to the castle. No, we're not here to break any rules, you know. We just got this broom. Let's keep our privileges while we can. Plus, we got to save our strength and our stamina here for these time trials against Imelda. You know, you may remember from the first episode, I believe she was one of the students that we spoke with, fellow Slytherin, and she pretty much proclaimed herself to be some of the best with a broom to ever exist.
If it
So
isn't Slytherin's newest broom talent.
let's see. Oh, we're gonna talk to Imelda, not jump the gun here.
Hello, Imelda. Albie Weeks sent me.
Did he now? Still tinkering with his broom upgrade, no doubt. I tried to help him once. He nitpicked my flying technique, and that was the end of that. The nerve.
Doesn't take
Why
criticism
is he
very well, I
roping
guess.
you into his broom testing silliness? You've barely started flying from what I know. Caught wind of you showing off in flying class with Clopton.
Seems someone's jealous of my skills on a broom.
Me, Slytherin Quidditch captain, jealous of you. Everyone knows that class is only for beginners, troublemakers, and bumbling baboons.
Ah,
But
you
for
don't
some
want
reason,
this smoke.
Now people think you're competition. I can't be having that.
Perhaps I am competition.
I definitely
You can't
am.
be what passes for Slytherin these days. Ragged old hat's dropping its standards. Enough of this. Only one way to find out who's the better flyer.
That's right. Let's
I
quote
hold
the
one
smack
of the
talk
fastest
and
times on this course.
get into this.
Let's see if you can beat it. Slytherin versus Slytherin.
Actually, why not? I can beat your record.
I'm so looking forward to seeing you lose.
All right. Kind of sad we're going to beat our own housemate's record, but you know, we got to do what we got to do.
This is
So the
rather fun.
added speed in these bubbles here, maybe. Perfect. Definitely want to be making sure that we're hitting those then. Oh man. Oh man. The struggle's real. If I stop talking, don't mind me. I'm literally just as in the zone as I could possibly be. I'm sure all these backgrounds are beautiful, but who has time to pay attention to any of that?
Now that's more like it.
I feel like we're nailing this, though. Nice. So these little speed bubbles are really what
Made it.
gives you the edge. We are currently light years ahead of Imelda's time. I think if we had to hit every bubble, we probably honestly could have beat her time by almost a minute. Wow.
This is rather fun.
We made that look easy, folks. Absolutely easy. We'll take that. We'll take that.
That's not... You must have cheated, you... Ugh. Fine. You won. Don't think this is over. You can't determine skill from one single trial.
Surely my win means something.
You're not terrible, but you're still going to have to prove yourself if you want to earn my respect.
Challenge accepted,
you
then.
know.
Perhaps you have what it takes after all. We shall see. But don't get your hopes up. The next course near Irondale offers a much tougher challenge. You can try to prepare by racing this course again. Just check in at the podium, where the leaderboard is.
I beat her
You can
time
check
by
your
like,
time
what,
and start the race.
45 seconds or
We'll
something?
see next time if your win here was more than just a fluke. Whilst on an errand for Albie Weeks.
Exactly. I don't even fly, and I just beat you. I've gone to one flying class. I picked up a broom for the first time earlier in this episode, and I beat her time by almost 45 seconds. Absolutely slapped around. World record, schmurled record. Get out of here. Well, we're gonna run back to Hogsmeade and get this broom upgrade while we are, you know, while we're thinking about it. It's definitely nice to have the broom travel, running to and from a lot of these little hamlets and towns. I was already getting a little tedious. I mean, the map is beautiful, and they populate it quite well with NPCs and, you know, different beasts and enemies and things to fight. But it's still just your run-of-the-mill open world traversal. Oh, come on. Okay, just at least let me get down on the bridge here. Alright, Albie. Let's see what you've got here in terms of a broom upgrade. Here we are.
Oh, you're back. With something to report, I hope?
Mr. Weeks, I was able to set a record on my broom.
Incredible! Miss Reyes must have been shocked. Tell me, how was the broom?
A little turbulent, and it's wanting for a bit of speed, but it fared well enough. I will
Beat the
say
record,
that it
so.
tended to drift a bit to the left on certain turns. Heard a slight swoosh when I dipped.
Oh, thank you. That's precisely what I needed to know. Drifted, eh? I shall get to work immediately. Even the naysayers will be forced to admit that my work's had potential all along.
I'm excited to hear more.
I have a very good feeling about this upgrade. I guarantee you'll be pleased. Expect to hear from me soon.
Thank you, sir.
How to address the issue of altitude as it relates to...
Alrighty, now let's head our way back to Hogwarts to learn our new spells. We'll see you guys there. Alrighty, guys, we are back here down in the greenhouses, about to attend our first class of the day, or so I thought. Thought I had already advanced time, but maybe just by not quite enough. Hello. Here we go. Time for herbology class. Yeah, she looks terrified. I would be too. All right.
How wonderful to see you again.
Now what do we got going on here?
I've completed my assignments, Professor.
Pleased to hear it. Professor Weasley will be too.
We're making good
I'll be
progress.
sure to let her know how well you're coming along.
Thank you, Professor.
Professor Hecat tells me she taught you Levioso, so you should be ready for a more advanced levitation charm. Wingardium Leviosa requires a bit of concentration and a nice, graceful wand movement. Let's see you try your hand at it.
All right.
When executed correctly, you should be able to pick up boulders as though they were sprigs of
Circle,
sneezeboard.
triangle. Oh god. Ooh, that was the first time we almost failed a spell. Okay. So if I get rid of this... Levitation charm when Guardian Leviosa can levitate and move objects. Ah, that's gonna make moving things much easier.
Feel free to practice.
Which, there it is. Okay, so it's more of a utility move.
Leviosa here in the greenhouse.
Wingardium Leviosa.
You're a natural.
Okay, so that's easy enough. So now we have access to that new spell, which will come in handy for sure. Now we can actually run over to see Professor Sharp as well, which is not too far away. Close enough that we'll be willing to make the run to class for this one, instead of fast traveling elsewhere in the school. The Central Hall, I believe, is hustling and bustling this morning. Oh, somebody was getting some words from home. Alrighty, here we are going to meet with Professor Sharp.
Have you finished your assignments?
I finished the tasks, Professor.
Well, well. I trust you are meticulous in your efforts. After
Yes,
all, shortcuts
exactly.
only ever lead
Always
to
meticulous.
shortcomings.
All went perfectly
Yes,
well.
sir, of course.
Good. Ordinarily, I'd say it's not my concern either way, but you... I want to make sure you're well prepared. Talent and resolve are a potent combination. It would be a shame to let that go to waste.
Fair enough.
Thank you, Professor.
I appreciate it.
Don't let it go to your head. Now, let's see how you fare with Diffindo. Wand at the ready.
Alrighty, learning another new spell here. We might be breaking a world record of spells learned in one episode here. Which is great. I feel like we're making solid progress.
Very good.
Alright, he's probably going to want us to test out our Diffindo.
It's a pleasure to have a student who actually heeds instruction.
That looked extremely overpowered. That'll be a fun spell to have. Like I said, we're going to have to unlock that extra spell. But now we only have the Daedalian Key side quest and the main quest of meeting up with Professor Fig, which we are going to do in the beginning of our next episode. So, as always, hope you guys enjoyed. Hope you guys are enjoying journeying through Hogwarts with me. And as always, we'll see you in the next one. Peace out, guys.